All right, here we go. One of my pet peeves when it starts with a cutscene, not to mention laggy for some reason, but this happened last week, like with Helldivers. But anyway, this, here we go. A game that has to bombard you with story at the beginning, but this is probably all the story you're gonna get in a multiplayer team-based game, like every other fucking thing on the market these days. Not even inherently a bad thing, but just the oversaturation of it. I don't know why it's laggy either. I can't really, check it or test it because you can't access the options without skipping it, and then you might not be able to see it again. So who cares? This is a third-person shooter, team-based kind of game. Like a million others, or I guess that's at least a little bit different. In fact, third-person shooters in general are a little more uncommon than you might think. But no, this is basically like me returning to the roots of what this format is supposed to be about, which is to play games that are about to go offline that I've never played before, and that's the whole reason why I made the format. You know, it's like that paranoia that, oh, I would never get the chance to actually play it otherwise. It was like it was like last January, almost as like a New Year's resolution in 2023. At least give us fucking subtitles when you're gonna do it like that. And it reminds me of another game that went offline that I never got to play, which was just called Paragon. I wonder if they're associated with each other somehow. This is the spin-off of the other Paragon that went offline, and this is going offline too. It seems like the same icon or whatever. Not that I've ever played that, but that was like in 2018 or something they shut it down. So that would have been almost something I would have done in the same format. But no, the point is that yeah, see, this is what you want to start with. Then you can show me that after I fucking click. Like, why do you have to do it like that? But anyway, yeah, like it was like almost as a New Year's resolution last year, 2023, in like January, that I started doing the Saturday format. And so again, there were a few different reasons for doing it. One was games that are about to go offline, so that I get a chance to play them before they, before you never can play them again. So that kind of always triggers me that you never get, there's no single player mode in so many of these games where they're always online, so it forces you to kind of be at the mercy of their servers. Even if you pay $60 for it or whatever the case may be, you just never get a chance to play it again after that. So that's kind of always irritating. And then people always troll and say, well, if you wanted to play it, why didn't you? But also, there's literally thousands of games like this that might go offline at any given point. So how are you supposed to know or keep track of that, right? So it's almost like the only reason why I play them is because they're going to go offline, or I'll feel like, oh no, I'm saving it for a rainy day, like something, Breath of the Wild or something. Obviously that you don't have to worry about because it's single player, but you're almost saving it because you're anticipating it. Like, I don't want to just breeze through it and be done with it. It's kind of a special occasion, so I'm almost saving it for something. Like, Ark was kind of like that. I knew Ark was going to be a good game. My friend loves it. But then if there was some concern about it going offline, which it doesn't seem like it, because you can kind of host your own offline server and stuff. But if there was an issue with it, because, oh, Ark 2 is coming out or Ark Ascended came out, so they'll force everybody to play that and shut the original game down. That's almost what pushed me to finally play it. So it is interesting to think about like that. Although I didn't do that for a Saturday thing. I was just doing that on my Gauntlet thing on Thursday. But yeah, it's to do one of three things. To play a game that's about to go offline, or to play a game that's just like a major notable title that I never got around to. Like, I played EverQuest in it. I played EVE Online. Like, all these for the first time. Final Fantasy Online. So a lot of MMOs in there. Lord of the Rings. And also, I guess the other one, it could just be to play something new that just came out. But that I tend to avoid. And it kind of overlaps with my Wednesday format a little bit, where that's like I just play some kind of random thing. But usually that's something I've played before. So like I was going to play New World or something, even though I have played that just like once. Okay, agree. Yeah, it does sort of wear on me the number of games like this there are. Okay, now this I don't mind. But yeah, what I always do with this is I do some sort of permadeath character gauntlet thing too. Even if it is, like with paladins, I just did that. So like every character gets like 1 life, which arguably is a bad way to try to do it. But especially in this case, who cares? Because I won't fucking be able to play the game ever again anyway. Like it's not for like another month it'll go offline, but I don't think I'll play it again anyway. Or what can sometimes be the problem with these is when you go to play it, like in the circumstance like that happened with Crime Site, right, it's about to go offline, and so I go to play it, but then nobody's actually playing it, so you're playing against bots, or you just won't be able to find a match. Yeah, here we go. The first thing we see, April 22nd. You still do have time, but this game may contain content that's not appropriate. Yeah, I'm sure that Steam should auto-tag that as mature, though, right? So it's not like I'm gonna get in trouble. 5v5, or you know what I always used to like in League so much is a 1v1 thing. That's almost something I would do if I was a bigger streamer. Like I would make my own like format where whatever, like the best 1v1 players come out, and sure it might be imbalanced, but it's not like the 5v5 isn't imbalanced anyway. But always this illusion in any sort of meta multiplayer game, like, oh yeah, we got to keep complaining it's imbalanced, and then whatever dominates the meta at a particular time is always going to be something that's imbalanced anyway, but it's just accepted somehow. Like that happens in a card game. Certain cards are obviously busted, or certain decks are obviously busted, and everyone uses them, but that's okay, and then eventually they'll get nerfed, you know, in the next season, but they still dominate until then. So I don't know why people get so caught up in that illusion of balance, but no, I do like the 1v1 concept potentially in games like this where you could do a format like that. So that was always fun in League. There was so much strategy with, like, you know, there's 1 lane and 3 lanes and 1 hero, so you still have to manage that, and you know, I don't know, you could make that very fun, but then people get all salty that, oh, it's not balanced. Come to think of it, as much as I'm saying, oh, there's so many games like this, I don't know that I've really played a third-person shooter like this exactly in this genre. Okay, base ally point will be displayed on the bottom of the minimap. Use the base to recover health and mana and purchase items with gold. That's one of my least favorite elements in these games too, is the item shop thing, because I don't like to look stuff up necessarily. Solo lane, oh, here we go, dude. Jungle, wow, how original. Okay, Shadow Pond, located mid-side for each field. Yeah, people get triggered that I'm not reading this, but what does it matter? I'm just gonna face roll fucking anyway. Or yeah, I'm clearly an expert League player, even though I barely even played it. Although I guess the one notable thing there is, yeah, it works like every other game like this. But no, most of them are either first-person shooters or, you know, more like League-style, fantasy, Diablo RPG-style things. All there to the destination. Does seem like a good emphasis on mobility though, with all this crazy stuff. Or Smite is kind of a good one. Like that is third person, but it's not really a shooter. Or I guess some characters would feel like that. Yeah, see, this could be fun in like a whole campaign single player sort of thing with good mechanics. So many of these games do unfortunately have good mechanics. That's the sad part about it. Left control to open the skill window. Burn to ashes, tosses a grenade to slow the enemy for 10%. For 1 second, deal 48. Quickly lunges in desired direction, enhancing mobility. So E is going to be mobility. While holding left control, press Q to learn the skill. Okay. While holding left control, Q to learn the skill, you gain a skill point. Oh, now they aggro. Yeah, see, even this is what I actually said that I like about Smite more than League, is like this inherent combat can be more fun because it's more like everything is a skill shot, and it's just sort of a more immersive perspective instead of that shitty like Diablo bird's eye view overhead perspective. And so the point is that what it's going to do is yeah, the bush meta in League is always pretty fun. Yeah, this inherent gameplay, even like just killing ads and AI and stuff, can be more fun than that. And certainly I like the perspective more. Next we'll go over how to attack enemy nodes, or I'm getting caught in like a fucking cutscene here. I wonder if you could even die here. This should still count against the hero. Die in the tutorial like in the, what was that one game? The Hunt Showdown. Towers hit, yeah, we get it, dude. You attack without taking damage, have allied. Wow, it's really going leaps and bounds above the standard, what you'd expect. The tower will target you if you inflict damage on an enemy hero. Yes. But you know, I always hate holding down a fire button too. I would do that in Paladins all the time and it would trigger people. Just hold it down, but I'd rather somehow tap it and feel like, oh, I'm aiming more strategically. Yeah, I will say inherently, again, both the visuals and the perspective and everything, and even the combat is inherently more satisfying in a game like this than a lot of these, like Dota or something. I don't get it. Like, are you just invincible in this mode? Or, oh, no, it's at the bottom there. It just looked like I was at such low health the whole time. Or maybe I am, I don't know. Turret diving for the win, but it's a ranged game, so they would have to put some restriction. How are you out of range when I'm clearly hitting it? But they have to do that to make it fair, so you have to expose yourself to damage. Card Thistle fucking hit this shit across the map. Recall to ally base, B to recall.
I am awesome.
So that's one thing the League does really well, is the whole sense of personality with the voice lines and everything like that. First tutorial complete. Okay, yeah, I clearly learned a lot and played so well. Couldn't you tell by me diving into the fucking turret? I was almost testing whether you could die or not, but it almost seemed like it didn't want to let you. Because my health was empty even when I ran in there. End of service. Yeah, we get it, dude. You don't have to keep reminding us. Exploration base has been activated. This is where you can view exploration supplies and exploration pass. Yeah, let's buy some battle pass, even though... Fuck. Your exploration supplies that you can claim now in the future. There is no future. There is no tomorrow, as Apollo Creed would say. View the reward summaries by exploration level, current status, clicking on the... Like, this will make me play even more... Yeah, this must be the same, right? I'm so confused by that, X-Ray. Let's see if there's hold on. Like, let's see if this is actually associated with Paragon the Overprime. Somehow I thought they were just two different games. But what are the chances they would have the same name? Is it related to Paragon? In October 2022, the rights to all Paragon assets to craft Overprime. So it's sort of like a bootleg, whatever. Picking up the scraps of a dead game to make another one that also ends up dying out after a couple years. 2022. The first quick battle match is a trial match to give players a chance to understand the game. Click the play button to play a quick battle match. Let me make sure there's no stupid mic setting on or something. Change matchmaking chat. Use the in-game team chat. Or in fact, even in League, that's always something I would say. You should just turn off the type chat even in fucking League or something. Just because people are always going to be trolling and talking shit, no matter what. And what triggers me about it isn't even like, oh, haha, somebody's playing badly or whatever. It's like you're playing at a low rank. I understand if you're like at a top tier, whatever, fucking master level. But the point with that is enable all in-game macro chat. It doesn't really say whether it's voice chat or not, but that's always the cringiest shit ever. Play graphics, sound, all volume, UI, announcer's voice, character's voice, environmental sounds, play sound in the background. But yeah, like people would be talking shit, but it's like you're playing at a low rank anyway, so why does it matter? Or people will say something that'll get me banned too. That could be a good reason to do it. So it's like, oh, if you're so good, then why are you in bronze rank, whatever shit we're at, or unranked? Versus, again, if you're at a higher rank, then you shouldn't need to do that because everyone else should be good anyway. Or if you're so much better than... Like, Tyler 1 would always do that. He acts like, oh, he's always blaming somebody else when he's playing League. But it's like, if you're so good, then why don't you make a pre-made with people who are equally good as you? Or why aren't you at a rank that you're playing with people, you know, who are that good, too? That's why I'm not a fan of team-based games as much as like 1v1 stuff I always love. That's why I like chess, because you can just, you know, whether you win or lose, everything is up to you or everything is your fault or to your credit. Mid lane, so, oh, you know what I haven't done here is just, I don't know. Or are these all just like bots or something? I don't even know what heroes we're playing as, so I just kind of want to jungle support duo, or maybe we should do that. Get carried by somebody, of course. So just we'll go with whatever the first one available. Twin Blast, Ranger. So you can get away with just auto attack face roll style maybe, and the bulk of your damage will come from that. It maybe doesn't rely on abilities as much or items and stuff. Player 2, so does that mean that they are all bots? And maybe you can never tell, like, is it that because the game is dead? But I kind of even checked it on Steam charts where there are like 300 people playing supposedly. Whether that's really what it would average or whether it's because they're trying to celebrate before the game goes offline. That was kind of sad with Spellbreak, because I go to play when it's about to go offline and the game was dead. It's like, at least it should come back to life for that brief period just so people get a last chance to play it. But the devs were kind of good about that at least, because they were kind of like, yeah, see, I'm just going to auto-purchase, dude. I'm not going to worry about that shit. Or it's one extreme or the other. Either you would... Wait, boost mobility... Oh, wait, are all your abilities going to be like the same, though, on everybody? Because this is a different guy. Or maybe he just looks different. I can't even tell now. Why are those abilities like exactly the same? But no, it's like... What do you call it? Like in Paladins, I would like either there is no shop and that's fine, or everybody just buys the exact same things because it's meta, and even then people say, well, it's meant to counter stuff or whatever, but you could kind of cheese and go in and get one shot and go back out or something. But I'm not even in the right lane. Solo lane, jungle, support. As if everything is that much set in stone anyway. Like, what if, oh, you'll be some innovator who changes that, and you have Mordecai, who's supposed to be a mid lane, play the support lane, and you end up winning because of that. Like, everybody lacks the will to sort of innovate or try different things like that. They just take everything for granted. Like, who says this has to be the support? This could be something else. This could be, the tank could be here. Like, it might be designed with that intention, but that's the whole fun of it, is you can always innovate or do something else. And before that does like fucking friendly fire, which I don't even know. Is there something maybe more I can do to these? But yeah, so that's why I like auto purchase at least as an option. But what's stupid about it is the fact that I was a god with Kale at the beginning of when League first came out, because she was completely different than what she is now. That triggers me more than anything. Just like they made her the exact opposite. So you would go in early game and actually go fiend for kills and try to do things like this. We're gonna backpedal our way to freedom here. But the thing is that, what was I saying? Oh yeah, with the shop, either everybody buys the same exact thing for every situation, metagames it all the way, or, you know, just have an add-on that basically tells you what to do it for you, or just don't even worry about it at all and don't even have a shop. That's one thing I like about Overwatch, actually, is that it doesn't even bother with the pretenses of the shop. So it makes it like a very raw arcade experience. Like, I just go with the base abilities. So in keeping with my 1v1 format that I was talking about, you could do it in such a way that you have not only 1v1s, where it's just about, you know, make the most of your character and whatever, and even if it's imbalanced, it's fine. But then 1v1 with no shop either. So you just do it base with your base abilities and levels up and things like that. So that could be a whole different fun format too. Just take the items and all that shit out of it. Okay, it does seem weird like that. Maybe everybody has like the same core abilities and you just get like your base shot is different, or I don't understand. Boost mobility, or maybe later on you get other ones, which that feels kind of stupid. Maybe that's why the game is going offline. But I guarantee you, if you did like some sort of psychological test, which game do you find visually more satisfying to play within either this perspective or like Smite or something versus League or Dota, there would absolutely be a sense that this is just better. That'll be rule number 1, don't fucking backpedal. Although you seem to move pretty much the same speed in backpedal, so it's almost noob friendly in that way. You're never really trying to go for kills in the early game, but I guess in this kind of thing, maybe you are, because these are just bots. Ancient text. Like, what the fuck does that mean? But whenever you try to kill them, you'll just get killed by that mobility shit anyway, or they'll just get away with that. You're gonna get clowned by bots, but I mean, this is the whole, isn't this a satisfying gameplay? But unironically, it is still at least better, to the extent that you know, you would just be auto attacking and just hold clicking them with no interaction whatsoever. At least here the interaction is minor to the extent that you're aiming, and some of the abilities might be a little bit better. Fuck. Just to see what dying is like, of course, we got to show off all the things here. Previous player, next player. Or imagine if it was permadeath like that, like you only get one life and then for the rest of the match you don't get to come back. But it will be in the sense of if we lose the match, I shouldn't be able to play as this guy anymore. Ally core, attacking Tions. Ally inhibitor. It seems like either the map is like a little more narrow. No, I don't know. It feels like it starts off a little more narrow. I mean, it still has the same lanes and everything. Or this is what people do too. They'll just go to like any fucking random lane. Your visibility of them is a little bit too good though. Is that because you have Fire Spirit? Is that because you have like
Allied tower is under attack.
You're like an ally there or something? Like I can try to gank this guy from behind, but it's never going to work in a million years. Like, you should be able to kill him, but you obviously won't. What the hell happened? Was that like a tracer jump, or if you hit it again? Of course, I didn't bother reading any of these abilities. Just make sure you don't do that in Path of Exile, where because everybody will get triggered by it. Like, you should just be able to chase this guy down. What the fuck? I don't know how some of these mobility things work, so it's a little bit tricky. Use the little bush yanking style. Everybody just becomes so cynical with anything like that, though, where everything's like a settled science, so it's like, why even bother doing it? Right, there's one way and one way only to do something, and no fun or no theory crafting or anything allowed. Just do it always the same way every time in some sort of zero-sum perspective. Also, these same people who'd be bitching like that would be at fucking bronze rank forever. Okay, didn't really put up much resistance. How is that still an ally though? He's literally kill stealing me, getting kill stolen by a bot. I gotta stop doing that. Yeah, I guess I haven't played a game like this in a while, maybe. Or I played that one that had like that weird perspective that almost didn't make it seem like one of these games. I can't remember the name of it. Or yeah, I'm gonna keep getting tempted to hit the ally player. Or I mean the enemy player to fucking... The whole out of range thing feels so silly though, because it's just... You know, you're obviously shooting with a fucking gun. Like, so many of these abilities aren't going to make it make sense. This is visually a bit confusing. So let's try what these things are. Upgrade skills. Pump action. Fire as a handgun. Okay, maybe these are the ones that are a little more notable. Wait, how do I even do that then? Or you can't upgrade that one, I guess. Right click, no mercy. Fires 3 quick shots. I don't know if there's like a faster way to heal. Unless you just go back to base. But actually, I can't tell how far the turret actually goes, to the extent that, like, if I'm standing on the edge of it and they hit me, will the turret actually go outside of this area? I guess the whole point of the area is to mark that, but that means that if you're on the edge of it, you're kind of more subject to getting killed with no repercussions for them. No, it almost does seem like it would shade them a little bit. I can't tell. But yeah, that's what this format was born of, is like this sort of paranoia or annoyance with the fact of how much... Or I wonder if it works the same way. Like, you only have to get the killing blow, so doing all the rest of it doesn't even matter. It's just like you might miss a chance to play something, so whether even I like it or not is irrelevant. I might hate it, I might love it, but it won't make a difference because you're just going to be screwed. Yeah, you make me waste what little time I have to play this on playing against bots the whole time. Yeah, all these games become too bloated sort of over time too, where, oh, that's cool, you can kind of do it backwards if you're backpedaling like the clown that I am. You always do things in games like this just to like get people off of you. Like you never expect that you're actually going to be able to kill them unless they're a bot clown like these, but even then I'm still not able to do it. I mean, see, he should have full committed to that. That's the thing that triggers people maybe the most in these kind of games. Is like if you're going to go for the kill, go for the kill. You'll go dive in, get yourself killed, and then you won't even commit. You'll try to play defensively, at least take them down with you, is at least a philosophy that a lot of these people use. Or you should maybe just go back to base, but I kind of don't even want to.
Tower is under attack.
Recall portal, let them fucking destroy the tower.
I am spent.
Yeah, I mean, the core gameplay is fun. I'm just not even going to worry about anything like that. Or wait, we got it. Fuck. We did the whole thing just to heal, and then I don't even have the patience to heal. Ally core. Okay, dude, how long is this going to take? Yeah, I don't mind getting my ass beat by other players, but at least this is kind of boring. Assuming they're bots, which it seemed like they were. Or maybe they sometimes let like one player trickle in, but you would immediately be able to notice. Except with me, because you would think this bot is defective. This is even worse than the regular kind. Or yeah, you control and kill all the jungle, the shit in the jungle, and steal it from the actual jungler. So they didn't make really much progress here at all.
Enemy tower is under attack.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused about the abilities and how much they overlap, unless we somehow ended up playing the same shit again, and he just looks different or something. Perfect time to get that ability back up, but again, I don't really get the whole thing with, and you just slowly auto attack your dumbass down. What does one even do? Oh, that's the teleport thing, but I don't feel like I hit that before. It just sort of did that on its own. I mean, we could just hold this shit down forever, but I'm not really making any progress with it. Yeah, imagine a game like this where you take away the shop and you take away some of the other things, and it's just more about the base abilities. Oh wait, that's like Overwatch, and that's why, you know, I'm not even saying that's better, but I'm saying it feels like it, again, even that will be imbalanced. Like, oh, Mercy's too strong, and people always bitch about stuff like that. But the one thing that's better about it is, come on, you got to get him there. The one thing that's better about it is it's not going to be imbalanced because of stupid things like that, like the shop, or you got to learn the new shop meta every week, or whatever stupid thing that they keep doing. It's more like just that you're going with the base abilities, and they might change how those work too, but that'll be less frequent, right? Once you get it, it's like, okay, who's actually better at playing the character and understanding other things, like maybe the maps, and even that, you know, that stuff just is fine and comes with playing, but it won't be about, oh, the shop or the build or something. And you're right in saying that, oh, anybody can do it, and it's to reward you for how well you're playing in the first place. Like if you're doing really well in the game, then you'll have more money to spend, and I get it, but it just sometimes feels like a bit of a contrived element to the game. Are you serious, dude? How the fuck do you not kill that guy? Yeah, imagine you go through all this and then you go looking for a match and there just isn't one. Or what few people left in the game will be all like tryhards. We kind of saw that in Dota. That like, but Dota maybe wasn't as dead as I thought, or maybe it was dead for a while. I go to play that and it's like everybody in the game is a tryhard. Like they're level 600 or whatever crazy thing. It's like people who've been playing the game from launch and they're just tryhards all day, every day players. Whereas either that, or it's just a bot, or it's somebody like me playing for the first time. There's nobody in the middle who's kind of like, or even there's not really anybody new playing, right? There's not an influx of new players. Everybody who plays is like a committed tryhard. So then there'll be that cynical, jaded thing where nobody's like just playing and figuring things out and learning. They're all just either really good at what they do, or... And see, if you go here and get a kill, it's like, are you kill stealing from the guy in mid, or are you actually helping him out? It's hard to say. Like, nobody can question you if you actually get a kill or do something good. You like the fucking, I always forget how to exactly say it, the Patrick Ewing meme. Like, do you work on that shot? Do you work on that play where you just dive mid and randomly fucking face roll somebody there? Always that stupid fucking teleport, but too many of the things seem like base abilities. Like everybody's just doing the same thing all the time, and I get low way too often. We need like a personal pocket healer to make us look good, like Swifty and Vanilla WoW. Not that he wasn't good, he was a good showman, but I mean, some of it he would just have a pocket healer in a BG that makes him look a lot better than what he is. I don't know why I did that. Your movement seems kind of slow and stiff in a way. Like when you're just moving base like this, aside from the mobility abilities, which is arguably kind of a good thing sometimes. You don't want people to be zipping around and move. That would always happen in Overwatch to a extent. Like people would just straight back and forth, and sometimes that would make them super hard to hit because the mobility there is kind of a little bit over the top at times.
Tower is under attack.
Those are like your F and whatever abilities that you would have in League. Like you every once in a while you start with heal, ignite, and exhaust and ignite was my classic combo with Kale. Again, I'm not even saying like I was that good or I was like a high ranked player or something, but just I always enjoyed that early game Kale. And this was like super early when the game had first come out, obviously, because then they changed how Kale worked, but even that was after a long period of time. This is like taking forever, dude. Which again, against bots is kind of more my fault, but come on, just do it. But yeah, I would somehow inadvertently gravitate towards characters that were overpowered, like Udyr, and then I'm playing Udyr and doing well, and then people are like, oh, well, Udyr's overpowered, ha ha ha. And then I play Kale, and I guess Kale wasn't really considered super overpowered, but everybody will just bitch about everything. Oh, well, of course you got kills with Kale in the early game, that's what Kale does. Or, you know, of course you would get a kill across the map with Karthus. That's what Karthus does, or something like that. And then who were the other one? Kale, Udyr, Karthus, and then who's the other one? You play a game like League, and you can't stop talking about League. There's somebody else that people would bitch about, or like you in Smash. Oh, you play Meta Knight, not because you know or think he's overpowered. You just play him because you like him, and then you start doing well with him, and then, oh, well, Meta Knight's busted. It's so idiotic. Like, as if every character that does well isn't busted in some way. That's why they do well. It's not just because the player is good with them or something. Like Sheik and Fox. Everybody would play as Sheik or Fox in Melee. Right? I even knew somebody who was a semi-competitive player. And it's like they would play Sheik all the fucking time. And they would do well. But it's like, does that have to do with them? Yes, they were really good. I could play Sheik and I wouldn't be as good as them. But there's a reason why those faster players were always... Those faster characters were always a little better. Okay, come on, let's just face roll this shit. You would never want to play like this normally, but yeah, this gives me a chance to play stuff that I wouldn't normally play. Also, because I don't know. I don't even dislike these kind of games. It's just, again, it starts to feel like a little bit oversaturated and things like that. More mana needed. Now we're a fucking gunslinger running out of mana. Like, what is this? Or I'd rather use an offensive ability. The problem with situations like this is you don't really have a way to escape, because even though he is under leveled and everything, but the bot's probably using more meta item type shit still, because there's no tower to escape into unless you think the minion creeps are kind of worth it. Yeah, he's really scared of that shit, dude. Yeah, you see how identically some of these games try to copy something. That's why I went offline, because it's just like, you know, it lacks, I won't even say lacks a sense of identity or personality, but it lacks a sense of, come on, just finish him off. Out of range, the ultimate weakness of a fucking gunslinger. I don't know what keeps happening with that. Is that an enemy doing that, or am I inadvertently doing it? I mean, we got rid of the tower, so as soon as you do that, you can always just recall. That's the tradition. As an expert on these games, clearly, I would say that. Okay, let's go here. I'm almost running out of ideas for what to play in this format. That's why I look for, like, what's getting delisted soon, but I missed a couple. Like, I don't even mind playing single player games in that sense. Like, Spec Ops The Line went offline, got delisted for some reason, and I missed that one. Because, oh, it has some music copyright issue. Like, it's always the dumbest stuff. This is the problem with the modern era of things. Like, you should always demand a physical copy of a game, or you should always demand a guarantee that, like, what you're putting your money into or your time into is going to be preserved for all time, right? So don't let these always online things ruin everything. imagine how people feel when something like that happens. Like Hearthstone goes offline and all your years of cosmetics and collectibles and all this kind of shit is gone for good. And what do you get for it? Or like GTA Online goes offline, more like GTA Offline, haha. And then like it ends up being completely useless to you because all that shit you put into it, and in a lot of cases real money that you're putting into it too, like shark cards and dumb shit that people buy, all that goes out the window because that's it. Like that's the nature of it. It has a shelf life. That would never happen with other things because you'd always have some sense of, I mean, you could say, oh, you can still play the single player, but like I understand that sort of entry is consent, my old expression in some other context, but you understand that by going into it, there's always the possibility that it might go offline. But then after so many years, you kind of take it for granted that, you know, it's going to be there, and then suddenly it's not. Like that would destroy people. A game like WoW, where people put in so much of their life and they have all these shitty collectibles and cosmetics that they've gotten over time, all these mounts and stuff, and then it ends up being so look at this backpedaling god. And I missed the fucking skill shot there too. But no, this makes auto attacking even a skill shot, which it normally isn't. You just click on their head, like in League, like you just click on their icon and it hits them with their auto attack. Like that's such a big part of the game that they kind of throw out the window. So I'm a fan of these kind of games, at least in terms of the perspective of it. It's kind of more immersive, over the shoulder, all that kind of thing. Even first person arguably is good. And I'm also a fan of the, again, even in whatever little amount that it matters, the sort of the quote unquote skill shot of the base attack. The one thing I don't really understand is the actual the abilities, how much they really define your character, just because I'm confused between what I saw in the other, and I can't really tell from the other players how much that's playing a part either. But like maybe I just somehow picked the same character, and again it just was using a different skin there, or maybe some of the abilities are shared. And I'm not even talking about the passive abilities like the 1 and the 2 that would be like the ones you choose, like flash or heal or whatever. But even that, you know, is metagame. Like, oh, everyone has to use the same thing. How can you be a Kale in the modern day using Exhaust and Ignite? It's not allowed. I keep missing that shit. I mean, this is almost the average player performance, clearly, you'd be going against, even before everybody's a tryhard who's played the game since day one. Which, arguably, you wouldn't even need to be. I mean, these games come with an innate set of skills that go into them, but I'm kind of in a bad spot health-wise. A lot. Come on, it's even worth it even if I die. I'm gonna spawn camp them. Clearly, me being a player makes all the difference, though. See, the bots are struggling to get through the other shit. All these slow turns are gonna make me look like a clown too. Almost as bad as keyboard turning in WoW. But I like I love how egotistical everyone gets just because the game is multiplayer. Like, it's so telling with like an MMO, like with WoW. Nobody's really doing anything impressive with WoW. Like the average WoW player is just some random clown who's just playing the game. So it's like you're just playing it, you're just enjoying it. But then people get egotistical about it because they feel like, you know, what are you really proving? If you're a world first raider, you know, that's one thing. If you're one of the best PvPers in the world, that's one thing. But if you're just some random dude playing the game and you want to act like you're good because you know certain meta things or whatever, like, it's not as big of a deal as people make it out to be. And what was that, like an ultimate? I don't even know what I'm doing there. What even was that mode? I don't even know. Yeah, better not get too cocky now, but we should have this easily. Not like there's any doubt that we would win, just like took a little bit longer than I expected.
The enemy is seeking the battlefield.
Yeah, whenever something is a big hit, this is what happens. Like everybody copies it, like every little piece of it, rather than just, oh, we're gonna,
It's still charging.
you know, we're gonna copy the base element. But I mean, this is like trying to do it a little bit too hard, I guess. Yeah, I love that. Like, it's an MMO that you're just kind of playing, and people are tryharding. Like, if you want, like, I'm one extreme or the other. Either you're going to be a world first, world class player and doing something that nobody else is doing, and if you want to look at it that way, that's fine. But don't give me this halfway thing, like, oh, you're just some random guy and you think you're superior to everyone else, and you think it's like an ego thing, and you define your whole life and personality by it. You can even see like the impact, but it's still just out of range, quote unquote. That's what would make you overpowered here, just a limitless range gun. Almost like what a gun is supposed to be, like a fucking sniper rifle or something. Whatever.
The allied tower is under attack.
Yeah, the point is that that's what brings it out, because nobody would say that in like a single player game, or it's like less common, like, oh haha, I'm better than you at Ocarina of Time. When I played that for the first time, I didn't even die once, right? Or something like that. But it's like, who cares? You're just playing the game, right? You're not trying to prove anything there. So if it's a high level standard, are you doing a world first clear? Are you doing a world first raid PvP? Are you the best in the world? And if you were, it would speak for itself, so you wouldn't even need to talk shit. But instead it's like these bottom feeder fake elitists, like I call them, where what, like I died too many times and I don't get to fucking respawn again, or it just makes it take longer, of course. It's like they're fake elitists where they're not even that good themselves, but they just want to act like they're better than the bottom of the barrel, kind of like me in chess, where, you know, I'm better than 60% of people on the planet, but it's only because, you know, I played more than they have, or something like that, where, you know, it's not like I'm innately better or anything like that. So it's easy to pick on the bottom feeders like that, or to be a bottom feeder, I mean. Here, let's just go full face roll and see if that serves us well. Because he's so low on health, clearly this couldn't backfire. Yeah, and I get it. Like, I like the whole, you know, competitive element that it brings out in people, but it's sometimes a little bit silly. What is that? I don't understand. Oh, it's like the act of reload. I haven't used that much. The act of reloading itself allows you to do that with the rest of the shots in the clip, I guess. I think at least that's what happened. Where is that one even showing up? E, Q, right click, left click. Where is R? I don't even see it on the thing. Oh, I'm blind. It's in the fucking middle right there. Okay, just hurry this shit up, dude. Yeah, or that's how people look at these games too. It's not a game that you would just play here and there. It would be like the one game that you play, and you would play it all the time, and it would be your one game. That's how modern games are almost designed. Like, you commit to it, you play it every day, you do like daily quests, you get addicted, psychologically conditioned to log in every day, and you get rewards for that. Or you commit money to it, you buy the season pass. Like, it's not just a thing that you do, it becomes like a big deal for you, which is fine to the extent that obviously if you enjoy it, commit to it, that's fine. But you know, there is a such thing. You could say, oh, playing casually, but it's more just like you're not playing as much, or you know, you want to play a variety of things. That would even be like a sense of formats that I would do. Like, if I'm going to play something, I do it in like a rotation. So like, I'm doing my hard mode, permadeath run, whatever, but then at the end I would do like you know, I'll play a game of Scribble IO, and then I'll play a game of chess one time, or I could play a game of Rocket League. Like, I would just play like a game. I wouldn't do it like a ton. And some of these streamers who stream for a long period of time are like that. Like XQC or somebody, like he'll do like you know, he'll do a long session of something, and then he'll end off by doing that. So I kind of like that. He would play chess like that to take breaks from other things, not as like its own innate thing. Watch them make a crazy comeback while we're derping around here. But I mean, yeah, that's maybe the downside of games like this. Even playing against bots. See, this is the one element that's actually changed with me, and people who saw me in the past would know that. Even though we're just kind of derping around and playing against bots and playing a game for the first time, and playing in a situation that, you know, we might never play it again or anything like that, I still don't take it seriously enough. So this sort of hurts me in my first playthrough permadeath runs of other games and things like that. Or even like in chess, like, it's like either you're playing down to your, yeah, no shit, playing down to your competition, or you're kind of taking it half-assed. I would be sort of a tryhard in a sense that way, where like, you know, I could be playing a game for the first time, and I would at least put forth a little more effort, but yeah, that's one element that changed, and you could definitely see that in certain permadeath runs and stuff. Okay, so can we just actually see if we can play against other players? Congratulations on the first victory, or the bigger question would be, are there even other players? I love it. So it is actually associated with Paragon. I heard you wanted to play the original Paragon that you never got to because it went offline, so let's make sure we play this one before it does go offline. And so this represents it in a better way than even I thought. I thought these were just two separate games, but I guess the subtitle after it would average difficulty. Okay, dude. Yeah, that wouldn't even count as a loss of the hero, but if that's always a fun format, right? You play through, and I want to do that with League at some point. That'll be my like one and final time playing League, right? Because I played a little bit at the beginning. That's where the whole Kale stuff happened. Then I played it a little bit, several years back, and I was just disgusted at how they changed Kale. And so now this would be my last time playing it. I could do like a permanent format where I go through every single hero in the game, which would take a really long time. Or again, the problem is as long as they give you the free rotation, you can keep abusing that to play new ones. Or you play as each one until you lose, but you're not going to have all of them unlocked. So if you run out, then the series is over that way. Like Paladins, I was able to game the system with the free ones every week because I would only play once every week. So I was actually able to play every single character in the game there, where I wasn't able to in Overwatch because they wouldn't give you the free rotation, and it was just a little bit kind of more punishing that way. But no, like, that would be fun to do with League, just to go through every character like that. Expand matchmaking region. I guess it wouldn't really matter. Yeah, I could care less about that. Why does it matter to me? It's not like I'm voice chatting with these people or something. So please don't mix in bots with it and just let it be an actual player match. Yeah, some of these games can go on for a hilariously long amount of time. You're like, oh, I have an hour to play, and that'll be like one fucking game that takes the whole hour. Which makes it a little bit less approachable than some other kind of things like that. Like, oh, I'd rather play a card game in before you're playing a priest control matchup in Hearthstone, and that does take a fucking hour too, believe it or not. Dead Man's Hand, Endless Troll Cheese. You got to think how it fits into the schedule of like a normal person who's not a gamer. This is why the game's going offline, because of that. But no, it's like, you come home from work and you just want to play like one game, not like the one title game. I mean like one game within the game. So, that's why everything lowest common denominator or for the faster element is a factor there. I mean, this is a good option to at least have. Like, just give me whoever's there. It said there were 300 people playing, but it could also be like, oh, it's going to be because of region, so it restricts the 300 players. The only 300 players who are playing, it's restricted by the region, then it's restricted by the time that you're playing at, then it's restricted by the fact of your rank. All right, so there's so many ways. So you take that 300, how many people are playing in the East region? Oh, only 50. And then off that 50, how many people are at this low shitty rank who's a new player and who would want to play with a new shitty player like me? That'll go down to 10. Then from that 10, oh, what are the chances of those 10 people who play the game are playing right now at this exact time? Right, so there's so many factors that would diminish your ability to actually play it. Yeah, at some point I'm going to end that Wednesday format, but it is sort of tempting to keep it around. But now I'm caught between too many different formats that I want to do. But the point of the Wednesday format is like, I could do like a mini series of stuff that I otherwise wouldn't play. So like I want to play New World this week, and so it'll be like I've only played it once, so I would just take a look and check it out again, and then I probably wouldn't play it again for a long period of time. So it's kind of hard for me to decide what I want to do with that. So I found one person in the US thing, and now when I cancel and go to here, then I can't even find anybody. Wait, what happened? Oh, it did find. Wait, but it went from one player to connecting. How is that possible? So we'll go with the Twin Blast guy again, or whoever we go with. We just have to remember if we lose one. I'm probably only gonna play one game here. This is like a troll session. This would like. Oh wait, is it gonna be that these are other players? Let's always just do duo lane for now. Or like every episode I could do a different, because clearly I'm going to lose in the course of an episode every single hero, so we could exhaust each one. I always like save support for last, as if to keep my series on life support, literally, like by playing a healer. That's the true revival that we'll have to do, is reviving ourselves. So do we get to actually...
I'm so cool.
Greystone, Chimera, but these are not players. What the fuck? So are these bots again? I guess it doesn't matter. Like, see, the gameplay was still remotely fun. I think in League it would be far less so if you just play like a bot-only game. Like, the core mechanics are still inherently, I find, more enjoyable. So that's why Smite is going to be my next permanent Gauntlet series, multiplayer Gauntlet. But yeah, like any of these games that I play, even for the first time, I still do them like that. But is this breastplate, prayer beads, kink horn, combat suit? What is all that shit? Team Eve. I can't even tell whether these are players or not. It doesn't seem like they are. Yeah, that was actually my favorite feature in Paladin, just auto purchase. So it was a multi-format. Fuck. It was a multi-format. Man, why is it doing that? Oh, is it just because? Wait, but why are they able to leave then? It was a multi-format run in the sense that it was a first playthrough, my first time playing Paladins. It was also permadeath, where every hero gets only one life in terms of if you lose a game, not, you know, you could take it more literally if you're really hardcore. Let Shroud do that one. Permadeath multiplayer gauntlet, but it's actually if you die in the course of the match, then you're dead. You don't even get to fucking continue. You just have to quit out, delete your fucking program, destroy your computer. But no, it's like, it was a first playthrough, permadeath heroes. If you lose a game, you can't play with them anymore. And it was a no shop run where I was still able to use the shop, but I only auto purchased the whole time. And then also, what else would have been restricted? Like, I'm not allowed to take advice or look anything up. I'm not allowed to do it with other people. Like, sort of to carry me, it's just like with random matchmaking, stuff like that. Yeah, Paladins was a really good game, actually. I won't say it's like better than Overwatch because, you know, that little tangent before. Veteran's Belt, Titan's Bracelet. Like, is it telling me what they're wearing or what their best item is? Did somebody say Thunder Fury over here? Look at this clown. It's kind of lame though. Like, why is it? It just gave up trying to find people and so it found a bot instead. You came here expecting to fight a madman, but instead you found a bot. Try to go for the early game kill. I am an aggro fiend sometimes in games like this. I mean, Kale was my spirit animal over there. I don't even have the dash away now. But I should almost play as a different character just to verify or to test. Oh, what? He died to the turret? Like, to see if the abilities are different, because I was kind of confused about that. At the beginning, you should never really go for kills, though, because if you respect your opponent even a little bit, which you shouldn't here, then you'd be in a position where you would feel like, you know, they're not going to be so bad as to allow that to happen, right? To get killed early on in the game like that. I should almost just go back to base because I'm low on health already. I feel like this would happen a lot in League too. Like, you just be caught at a low level of health and then it fucks up your ability to do this, and you don't want to waste time, especially in the early game, trying to do this. I'm not even really trying to get like the final hit on these things either. I'm just kind of... So the original strategy is you should try to get each ability at least once, so you just have it. But then I'm sure there's meta considerations to say, oh no, you should only get this one ability and get it 3 times because it'll be so busted it'll one-shot them by the time you're level 5 or something. Okay, we better just go back to base or something here, dude. I'm getting fucked. Yeah, that even reload is a mechanic here, where when you reload, you go into like some super cyber mode, iron sights, where you get to just spray the rest of your clip out. Yeah, a lot of these games I wouldn't normally even have ever played anyway. And never mind the fact that, oh, even if it wasn't going to go offline. But then I'm always like that. Like, I'll go into something and I think I might not like it, or, oh, it's just another entry in this genre. But then I do kind of like it a lot. Like, Paladins was good. What else? Or even like I go into the Diablo style games that I'm known as a hater for, like Path of Exile or Lost Ark, but then I do still enjoy them, even though I don't like the perspective of them. That's taking it to the next level though. Like, I've heard of League hate and people, you know, having issues with that, but imagine if you hated on them for that reason. Oh, it's immersion breaking because you can see it from a distance, and even that's sort of justified by the team-based element, you know, wow, dude. Look how quickly... Yeah, that would always trigger me. You would get Rise or somebody would come in and just hit you a couple times and you're already at half health. Like, so you can't fucking do anything. But when you're doing like the same lane or whatever. Getting ganked by bots. Fanatics Dessert. Like, who's going to sit here and actually look at the itemization? There's a sense of pressure not to, because, oh, you're making other people wait for you, assuming actually other people were here. Or there's a sense, again, just metagame, just look it up, download the add-on that'll tell you what to do. Or, I don't know. It just becomes sort of a brain dead thing. It's like openings in chess. There's a right and wrong way to do it, and that's just it. There's no other nuance. So once you know it, once you memorize it, that's all there is to it. That doesn't mean that's easy to do, but it means that... Damn, are you actually going to lose this one or something? Like, what the fuck is going on? Okay, I'm obviously not strong enough to deal with these clowns, even though they're pretty low. They're both pretty low, so I mean... Again, I'm overestimating the distance that the turret is actually going. You have to kind of let them go onto here a little bit. You'll never finish their fucking ass off. It does seem like everybody has that sort of teleport thing, though. That's like their flash, but it's not one of their base abilities. Or it is, the one is sort of like a base ability. Trying to make this one do a little better. Come on, come on. How do you not fucking blame my AI companion there? Yeah, this is the tendency. Even in a bot match, I'm running into that issue of like, I'm going to try to keep feeding for a kill and getting low on health every single time because of it. Or how about you make a game like this without the minion, so there's nothing else to do besides fight each other, right? You could say that's kind of like how Overwatch style games are, but there's still something else to it. Like, it's still the same thing. You're trying to destroy the towers, but all you have to do is fight each other the whole time. Even if the maps are bigger and there's like more obstacles and things to them than that. Like, why is this guy overcommitting so fucking hard, dude? We're gonna feed and let these guys clown up too much. Which again, even without a shop, like I was saying, feeding would still be a thing because, or I guess he knows exactly what he's doing. Feeding would still be a thing for the fact that you're able to basically level up and stuff and benefit from your base abilities and everything. So the right click is pretty good. I gotta play as another one, or I gotta at least look at another character's abilities just to know for sure what is the same and what is different, because I don't know why it seems like some of these are exactly the same. You gotta do that, which isn't even really that good. That's fine, I guess. I mean, I keep trying to bait it in like I'm gonna get the kill, but oh shit. I don't get what the ultimate is, though. Is it even supposed to be R, where it's like... That seems kind of dumb, though. Like, what, just that you go in that little iron sight mode because you're reloading? The act of reloading as your ultimate? Dude, finish him off. Fuck. Yeah, everybody will be bitching. This guy's auto-purchasing, or there could be a format with either no shop or with one where everybody auto-purchases. I could try to sneak behind them and get a kill, but it doesn't seem like this one's actually going too well in terms of... We'll have to be a little more patient. This guy's voice is like fucking Prince Malkazar or something, very deep, baritone style. So I kept doing that basically by accident. I didn't know it was such a big deal of an ability. You just gotta kind of let them have this one, I guess. I don't know what to do. I just want to like dash into them and just finish them off, but I'm not going to be able to do that. For now, he's gonna overcommit and get himself killed, which is still not going to happen. Like, fuck. That is kind of a big turnaround moment. We keep missing with this fucking thing. Okay, nice. But yeah, like for somebody to play a game, I always make that comparison. Playing League is just like playing chess. It's a game of tryhards where if you go in when you don't know what you're doing, people will act like they're innately better than you just because they know how all the champions work and they know all the matchups and they know all kind of other nuances of items and abilities and this and that. Like, okay, we'll go back to base. This one's actually going to be a little bit tougher. We're playing against higher level bots, or maybe we are playing against players somehow, or maybe at least some players. That's what they'll do too, is they'll sort of mix them in. How come you respawn? Oh no, I didn't. Never mind. I was gonna say, how come you respawn and still have to regen your health? Yeah, that is a recurring theme. We're all overcommit or do something crazy, or not really even doing anything at all. But some heroes are just annoying at pushing you back like that. I remember that in League a lot. You're just standing there killing minions, and you're staying as close to your turret as possible, but they'll get you to half health in like one hit, just because that's what they feel like doing. So they're doing pretty good in terms of, or that was one thing that's stupid in Paladins. Even if you say like it's to stop toxicity or something, it was holy shit. You gotta really slow pace them, like rope-a-dope them and fucking whatever. Just keep them out of arm's length. Like, don't even give them a chance to hit you in any way. We're actually losing this lane. But no, it wouldn't even show you the stats in the game, kills, deaths, and stuff until it's over. So maybe to stop toxicity so you couldn't tell how bad somebody's doing, assuming you couldn't just tell that, like, anyway. This guy wants to be like a fucking meat guy wannabe, whatever his name is. The guy with the hook in fucking Overwatch. the hell is his name? Roadhog. Look how he's just standing right in the middle. But then he's still not gonna die. I'm literally feeding to make it more interesting. Bonus physical damage. Okay, level 6. I mean, it's not like we couldn't still win from some other lane, but at some point when you're losing the lane, you almost should give up on it a little bit. We're just here farm out experience a little bit. Maybe I'm wasting my abilities too much on the... We need the jungler to come and gank this clown and save us here a little bit. Now at least this is the one good thing about it, is because you're pushed so far back, you're in a position where you can basically afford to go back to your base and heal a lot easier. You don't really have to try to kill him, although in this case it would be nice because he's such a clown bot anyway. But it'd be a case where you're actually able to you know, just push him back and force him to have to go back to base or something too. So even like using that is not the greatest idea. This ability spam, bullet sponge, base roll. Come on, just go for it, go for it. Come on, finish him off, finish the clown, finish the clown. Good. I just want to see what this would look like in a multiplayer match, but maybe I won't get the chance. Yeah, see, I can just go back without even having to wait the 8 seconds, which might have taken almost about the same amount of time, but that's the one luxury. See, losing is actually winning because you get to, you know, just be closer to your hub of healing, so you don't have to go back every 5 fucking seconds. But a lot of these games can sometimes be the most fun when they first come out, and that's not even like rose-colored glasses, but like with League, it just becomes maybe bloated over time. Put a counter on the screen. How many times have I mentioned League or talked about League? Basically the whole fucking time, because it feels like you're basically playing that. Maybe that's unfair, like every game copies every game to an extent, but... Oh shit, that nice little wall thing. Oh shit. Nice ability, but you didn't really take advantage of it too well. Okay, we shouldn't be like overly aggressive, but at least we successfully pushed them back a bit. To the extent that wasn't the best jump of his either. Do that, and then we keep going. I don't know what exactly that does aside from hurting your visibility of where they went. Yeah, even this game has a stealth mechanic. Take that, GTA 5, with your little hunchback fucking dog shit sneaking capability. So we're holding the lane down, but I mean we are still actually losing it. I'm a little bit confused as to how. Maybe we're like sort of feeding at the beginning of it. Fuck. Doesn't mean we can't still win. This means it must not be bots. It must be players. Reminds me of that Willow chick or whoever it was from Paladins. Damn, look at all the aesthetic she gets with her. Very cool animations and abilities there. But yeah, that's what happens with the illusion of balance too. Like they'll release a new champion every month or every X amount of time, and it's like, oh, that ruins the meta. I remember people getting triggered by that with the girl with the scissors, like the Alice in Wonderland looking chick. And it's like, you know, how can you say that when, you know, oh, adaptability is a skill too, so you can use her too or whatever, or deal with her. But oh no, anytime anything changes with the supposedly perfect meta, you would be in a position where, you know, it's like, oh no, it ruins everything. It's just more like a comfort thing. You're more comfortable with the way that it works. Doesn't mean it's exactly better or worse or anything. I mean, this is going pretty weird, but you would think all the other lanes should pretty much even themselves out. So the player is the defining factor. And when you end up losing this lane somehow, I was just being too aggressive at the beginning, so I was constantly getting pushed back and like, you know, obviously you're getting bullied a little bit. You can't really play like that, even if you are supposed to be a ranged fucking character who's actually doing this. There's no point even trying to do it. You're not going to get the kill like this. Or maybe you are. Who knows? How come I can do that so often? It almost feels like it has no... See, I should have instead done that forward to try to go for the kill. Wait, what's happening? What is this? Jedi mind trick strategy, just run right into you. They would never expect it. We have kind of recovered in this lane a bit, but I mean, we're not really doing anything. Yeah, we'll make the whole difference just here. Okay, I'll try like one more after we win this, obviously. I will do, maybe it's still faster to do it by the time I actually get there. Just where I can see whether we can actually get players, but I don't know what happened with that last matchmaking. It said 0 players were found, but it still let me in here. So like, how do I disable that? Like, I don't want to play against bots at all. And it did say there were 300 plus people playing, but again, they must be higher ranked, they must be tryhards, they must be doing fixed matchmaking in some way that they don't want to be bothered by clowns like me, which I can understand. But, you know, you don't necessarily want to play with a newbie player, but then again, it's not really that big of a deal because, oh, what is this clown doing? An ally? It looks more like the turret was doing it. This allows you to just farm everything back up. Get the R. You need to focus more on the... Yeah, the last hit thing. I was even talking about that. I kind of hate that idea, though. Like, it gives you... These games give you no credit for doing damage along the way. I feel like that's kind of a bad mechanic, actually, because... That is stupid. You'll just stand there and watch the whole time or do something else and then just only care about the last hit. Of course, these are bots anyway, so it doesn't really matter about anything. Clearly. But we are actually somehow losing. Yeah, at what point do you just say, like, fuck this lane and just go to another one and try to help them? That's how... Yeah, I know that's how they work, but I never really liked how they work. It should give you some cumulative amount for every bit of damage you do, even if it's not as much. I don't know why I did that even. Here, just do this sexy little thing, which I'm missing all the way with. Come on, at least finish him off. We do survive. That's fine. Yeah, why is this lane so good compared to last game? We did the exact same lane, exact same hero, exact same map, exact same bots, presumably. But yet somehow they're actually winning this matchup. This is amazing. So is it possible to actually find player matches? Probably not as a new player, it seems like. I don't even mind waiting a long time for one, but it just auto put me in with bots again. Or maybe there's like X number of games you have to play against bots, but it was at least looking for players for a little bit there. Like, it was making me wait, and then it suddenly decided, oh, just go play against bots, because you're so bad anyway. Then I can at least say I played one game against players in this game before it goes offline. Yeah, watch this gank him real sneaky in the bushes here. As my head's poking out like a total clown. Okay, we'll do the little ultimate thing. Prime Guardian has appeared, the Prime Spirit has appeared. Let the jungler clown worry about that. Now here you don't really have any layer of protection though. That's good. And this is the good thing about bots though. They'll just stand there and take it even if I will do the same. Fuck. 18 to 25. This is pretty surprising. 10, 5, and 1. It's still not such a bad ratio. If you were doing this against other players, it wouldn't feel so bad. 1, 9, and 8. 12, 6, and 2. Veteran's Belt. Short sword of... I don't know what those things are. Is that supposed to be like their name, or is that supposed to be their... Greystone is like their character's name. Yeah, that's supposed to be like their player name. But it's just coming up with like a random item name instead. Maybe it's like the best item that they have on their person right now. But let's just try to help some other lane, because I don't really give a shit about that one, which you arguably shouldn't do. But if you are going to do it, you shouldn't do it in such an obvious way either. Look, that made all the difference in the world. So what's he doing with the tower? I don't know if we've even destroyed any. Probably not, because you would expect it to be done here.
Has been slain.
The big gun is up.
Wind Spirit. And yeah, these things won't even attack you. One of the farcical elements of these games too. Like, if you get close to it, it should aggro and just try to kill you. But you have to first initiate with it. Like, everything is there just as a prop for you to fuck around with. I guess I can't really do anything with that anyway. Now we'll gank these people from behind, but obviously it's not going to work.
Is under
I would do that a lot actually, where I would like kind of wander off in League or something, and like even if I wasn't the jungler or anything, I would still play like that, and I would often get kills by doing it because they just wouldn't expect it. You just go at the right time, or then like the jungler will get pissed at you, like, oh haha, you're stealing my kills. But I love that, like in Overwatch, how sprinting is actually a character's ability. Like Soldier 76, his ability is to sprint. Wow, what an amazing revolutionary thing. That's so cool. Like, I get it that most characters in the game can't sprint, but that is such a dumb thing to make as like a core ability.
is shaking the battlefield.
Okay, dude, I don't even really care. Like, what's the worst that happens even if we lose? I can't play as this character anymore. For what little time I'm gonna play this. Yeah, I want to see two things. Whether I can get matched with actual players, and then whether I can actually, like, how the other characters' abilities are different. And which ones overlap. Because it seems like some of them are maybe set in stone. Not even like the 1 and the 2. Or maybe that was just, again, the tutorial maybe portrayed that a little bit incorrectly because of the, holy shit. They could have portrayed it incorrectly because of some skin or something it was trying to do.
The allies inhibitor is under attack.
As long as we hold this down, maybe the other lanes can win, but I don't see really why exactly that would happen. You can farm them out here maybe a certain amount. They'll overcommit or do something. Yeah, see, they'll just stand there and fucking take it. If you let them be the ones on the aggressive. Yeah, we can just sit here forever and fucking... These matches aren't going to have a time limit or anything. This guy's really low, but nobody's going to finish him off. Yeah, imagine how busted a sniper character would be here. Like, you just get to... Yeah, see, it's too tempting to just play it like a normal game where you're trying to actually kill them, which arguably there is a justification for that too. Sure, you're trying to get the last hit, but you're also trying to kill them as quickly as possible just to move the lane along and things like that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that perception either. Now we're strong enough where we can just bust through these regardless of how we're losing the match. So look how easy that was. Now we gotta back off. There's a sniper character. Name is Wraith. Interesting. Yeah, can you just hit the turrets from anywhere on the map the whole game? Because that would kind of break the whole illusion of this whole range thing. Where everything is supposed to be out of range in like a controlled way. It's weird that you can see their health bars from that far away. That kind of makes it seem like it'd be too easy to sneak up on them and gank them, but that must just be because... No, not that far. It must just be because one of my allies is near them. Or something. Or even one of the minions must be near them. It must be something like that. Like there's a fog of war element. Wherever you don't have a team visibility. But his mouse button is a long-range sniper that works... Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good way to restrict it. Works only on players. Okay, we at least destroyed one tower in the middle there. So we can maybe go back, heal up a little bit. Oh my god, these are just, these matches are just so long. I guess it is my fault. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if it was against players, but I mean, I don't know what we're really proving here aside from that I'm a clown. We're holding this one back still pretty well. We took out the middle lane, so let's see if we can incrementally keep doing that. Yeah, just fucking turn your back on me. Like, look how easy that is. Look how good I am. So now we should go and try to... There's maybe some principle that, again, you should give up on that lane because you would have to overcome so much to even get there, to the extent of you'd have to go past where your turret was destroyed and then go there. I don't know why I'm even bothering doing this. Trying to push the middle, I guess, a bit too much. Okay, we can use our stupid healing ability, but by the time we do this, they're already going to be respawned, regardless of how long their respawn timers are actually going to be. Come on, bust the turret real quick. Yeah, that's what I would do on Udyr before everybody started calling him overpowered. Is just like, you would go in a different lane and bust a turret before they even had time to react to it. Which you might say is what he's meant to do, but everybody was always like so shocked by it. Like, oh, what the fuck is this guy doing? Both like on your own team, and this was like maybe early on before certain styles of play were like super established, but everybody would just always bitch, oh, he's too strong or something. Like, everybody else can use him too. Okay, that's good. So we kind of took over the middle a bit. Get out of there. Now all we have to do is... I think our towers are still fine. See, we shouldn't really get greedy and push further, though. This is where you're going to die, because you were lucky to even break through that. Yeah, we should just get the fuck out of there. Exactly what I just said. Greeting. Come on, we should have it now, though. It can't be entirely my fault. Like, our team must have just inherently performed worse, because... Just look at the stats. Why is Greystone, like, doing so bad? The stats should be identical if they're all controlled by equal level bots. Okay, upgrade something. Go like this.
The allies' inhibitor is under attack.
Okay, we'll try to settle this shit down and then go back again. But I mean, we are pushing that middle lane pretty hard. Oh shit. I'm just trying to show what losing a game would look like. That's good. Yeah, you should use your mobility offensively rather than that. They just stand there and take it, though. They make it really too easy. Okay, so should I stay and defend this, or should I... Maybe because the enemies aren't going to have the presence of mind to actually do this. Oh, I think they already got it. Yeah, I'll just make sure they don't kill us before. How is it under attack? I guess probably just from some dinky minions. They're not really doing anything too crazy. I mean, they could easily just Zerg you down before we could do anything. But they don't have the presence of mind to do that, or they don't have minds in the first place. I love how all these buzzwords are thrown out there, like, oh, Chat GPT and AI in the modern era. Like, have you never played a video game from like decades ago? Like, oh, that was AI too. Or in so many forms there are AI in one way or another, but somehow people don't look at it like that, or they'll sneak through in some other way. I'll just let them deal with the stupid core. Just make sure we don't lose in some sneaky, unexpected way. Try to take the tower, stay on the lane and push. I don't know, I'm kind of scared something's gonna go wrong if I leave here. Or I guess I could feel like I could do it before they get to ours, but ours is wide open. So if I fuck up, we could just lose on the spot. $30 to 41, what a score. You're gonna need some help to do this too. I mean, they are chipping away at it a little bit. Okay, we got it. Fuck. All right, we did a little bit. Now our core is under attack, so we just have to kill theirs before. Oh shit, but see, we're not gonna be able to because somehow they're gonna clown it up. No way, no way. Because nobody's gonna stop them, that's the thing. Are you serious? Oh, see, my prediction was right. Or it's so close, so close, so close. Oh shit, we still got it. Epic. Abilities don't work. Yeah, it's just kind of a habit to do that. As long as you push it, nothing's gonna happen. That was pretty close though. Or I guess it's still killing the little creeps that spawn around there. Veteran's belt. What are all these random things that it tells you? Like just an item that you have? Or is that like my rank? Okay, let's try to see. Yeah, best player. I kind of doubt that. I was kind of fucking feeding at the beginning. Let's try to look at a couple things here. I want to see. Yeah, you don't have to show me that every fucking time, dude. Holy shit, that's why I'm playing the game. Service and announcement. Like, let me look at each of their abilities. Q is going to be target check, commence bombardment, ultra precise shot, shock bullet. Okay, so these are more varied than I thought. I don't know why it gave the impression that some of these would be so similar. But yeah, let's try to matchmake once more. Expand matchmaking region. Maybe I shouldn't do that, but I still don't get what happened. Because it's showing you the number of players. So then at some point there was like 1 or 2 and then it just gave up. I'm not even going to play if it's another bot match. Come on. Or at least give us some players, but then that kind of ruins it too because... Or it should give you the option like, oh, do you want to play a bot match or not? It shouldn't just auto put you in there. Or you would think the ultimate thing would still work. Like, when you go on the little iron sights, you're still shooting at it, so that should still do damage to it. Even if your grenade and stuff doesn't. That's so weird. There are 300 people playing this game. It just doesn't want me to hold back the tryhards who are actually high ranked or something. You would think there'd be an influx of players maybe trying to play the game like I am just to try it before it does go offline. To the extent that now that one player must just be me too. So we saw like a maximum a second one come in and then I even canceled it myself, which I maybe shouldn't have. Yeah, I don't even mind waiting like 10 minutes for it as long as it, you know, it's not like I'm going to play that many games. Or if you do find a lobby, then people would keep playing with the same people over and over. And like, do you want to stay in this lobby? Just because it's the only fucking one you're ever going to find. I mean, arguably I should do that. But then when I did it, it did the whole bot thing. So maybe I'll wait. Yeah, it wouldn't really matter to me as far as the US East thing. Fine, I'll do it again, but no, your experience may change. Like, I don't care about that though. And it still says US East, but I assume now it's finding anybody around the world who's playing. 2 people, so that at least did better. And then people will get pissed and leave, but like they realize if they didn't do that, right, you'll keep finding 1, then they'll leave, then 1, then they'll leave. So like just stay for a little bit and it'll be worth it. Yeah, it does seem pretty fun. I mean, maybe just like a worse version of Smite, because Smite kind of has the same perspective. I don't like how they call Smite a casual game, though. Like, it's a good game, but like, it doesn't have to be casual. People try hard these games no matter what they are. I never knew it was considered that. I thought it was just considered like a different perspective on league style games. Yeah, Paragon was a completely different genre of game though, I think, where you were in like, actually I don't even know what it was. I mean, I never played that either, but I don't think you can play it. But no, what was weird when I went to go play this game and I type in Paragon, I see that and it has like X number of viewers. So how are people playing it or watching it if it's gone offline for so long? Maybe you can still play it in some sort of other way. Like some, okay, here we go, 3 people. But you would technically need 10, but it's only going to show you the 5, I guess. Or maybe it does have to, I don't know. Come on, just one game. But yeah, some games ruin the first experience like this too. Maybe it's my fault for just not always having enough time, but like you have to play like 5 tutorial games against bots before you get to play a single game against other people. And it's a bad way to kind of market the game too, because like with World of Tanks or something forced me to do that. It's like you have to keep playing against bots for a while, but by the time you do that, you'll get bored and say, fuck it, I'm not going to wait till I get to play against other people. You at least want to portray it in the proper way, especially with a game as popular as that. You know, it's not like World of Tanks has like a low player base, so you're kind of hurting the initial experience by saying, oh, go play against bots and then earn your way to be able to play against other players. So you got 3. This is fine with me. So an average of 1 person per minute, kind of. But again, somebody's going to get pissed and leave, and that'll ruin it for everybody else. Holy shit. Or they'll see somehow how low rank you are, and therefore, you know, not want to play in that game either. But I guess you can't be picky under these circumstances. It's always ironic too. People will complain and whine. You'll see. I saw that with Spellbreak. Like thousands of people are saying, "Oh, boo-hoo! This game's going offline. This sucks. I hate that. Oh, I love it." And then when you go to play the game, nobody's playing. So where are those same people bitching? The game would be more active and maybe not go offline if those same people who are talking about it were actually playing it. But it's obviously not reflected in the player base, where it's like a vocal minority who are so passionate about it, but not actually a big enough number to keep the game around. I don't know what happened with that. Like the developer was somehow letting it be open source where people could play it on their own or something, or host their own servers, so people were happy about that element at least. But at least there we did play against some players, but he would kind of mix them in because it's like a, you know, there's like 100 people or 50 people in a game, so some of them are bots, some of them aren't. So it kind of inflates how well you do too. Like it is at least taking up, but again, at some point somebody's gonna leave. You know, it makes you feel like, oh yeah, we're doing so good, but it's only because we got on a 10 player kill streak, but they're all bots, and then we die to one who's not a bot. Yeah, here we go. See, that one fucker has to ruin it for everybody. You can see that it's slowly taking up, but you don't have the patience. Like, what did that guy do? He canceled out and left and never played the game again. Or did he re-queue? Because like you're going to re-queue and go in the same situation again. So what are you thinking? You know that it's going to take a while to find this, and I don't even mind, but the point is, it's not a bad game, but there are a lot of games like this. What was the other one I wanted to try? Like it was Quake something, one of the new Quakes. There's just so many of these multiplayer arena shit things out there. I would say MOBA, but you can't even say it's multiplayer without fucking actually having other players. Or 300 people are just sitting in the menu looking at their cosmetics and lamenting the loss of the game, so they're not even in the game itself. Or maybe somehow by clicking that, I opened the cause it to trigger bots. Or I mean, you could do it in such a way that it's fair. Like, you have 3 players on each side and then 2 bots on each side. But, you know, that's still kind of... I would rather have to wait than have to be subjected to that. And I hate these games that sort of subliminally put bots in there and you don't really know. Like, Hearthstone will do that, or Star Wars Battlefront will do that, like where some of the players will be bots and some won't. So it's almost like you wouldn't notice at first, or whatever. It's just sort of mixed in, so it kind of ruins it a little bit. You'd rather have even smaller matches. Like in Battlefront, there's so many fucking players, or you know, what are supposed to be player control units, so they feel like, oh, it's okay, it's this huge battlefield experience, so it's okay if some of them are going to be, you know, mixed in as bots, but it's still stupid. Holy shit, dude. This is the authentic experience, but I was almost baited in because I even double checked it, because I made that mistake with some games where it's still kind of worth it to still try it because I'm otherwise not going to get a chance to play it anyway. But one of the benefits of being either a bigger streamer or a moderate size streamer, that you alone would dictate that, oh, people would be playing it just to play with you. Like if, imagine some big streamer goes to play it, XQC or somebody, of course it's going to bring the game back to life even for that temporary period of time, or maybe even permanently. Like that's all it would take sometimes. If he starts playing it every day, right, and then the people are flocking to it to play it, they might change their mind. Oh wow, now we have an influx of players, so therefore It'd be kind of a big deal if a big streamer did a format like this. I'm going to play a game that's about to go offline before it goes offline. And so therefore, sent you an FR. Oh, friend request. It's like, what do you call it? XQC would go in and play it, and that would kind of bring a game back to life. That would almost be like controversial, that you're almost like dictating what's happening, but I guess players do that anyway. Wait, why are some of these showing like twice? Is he the same character with a different different colored thing or something? So we've only played his twin shot the whole time. I don't think this is actually gonna happen. I'll wait till like 10 minutes. This is a little bit surprising though. But yeah, because I've done games like this before in the similar circumstance, and then there's nobody playing them, like Crime Site or something. So that's why I even checked on Steam that there were at least 300 people in it right now. Or yeah, that's like the biggest form of bait content that you're gonna get, is like keep doing stuff like this to try to appeal to the thing, and you only have to do it once, because then there's no expectation that you have to make a series out of it, because there is nothing to make a series out of. Or yeah, he's gonna invite me to like a lobby, but then what ends up happening is that, you know, it'll be like a higher tier, god tier lobby too. EU Central, okay. But how could it be that fast then? That doesn't make any sense. Or is it going to be like another bot lobby? Even he's considered a bot somehow. This could not be a player match. Quick battle. Yeah, they sure about that title? They shouldn't call it that anymore. Waiting for other players. We get one player in here and he's also called a bot. Look at that. There is no matchmaking in quick. Here, I'll do the duo lane again. Whatever, I'll just play this one out then. Or yeah, at least if we were on opposite sides, that would balance it out, because each side has at least one player. But in this context, it's like...
I'm so cool.
Why does Xena have those little two fucking dots on the end? But yeah, I had this really cool Kale skin too that maybe was rare, from speaking of League again back in the day, but now I don't have that account anymore. I completely forgot what it was. So now I'd never be able to get that again, because it was like a limited time promotional type of thing. I forgot how I even got it. Either you did just have to buy it, or it was like from some event or something. The is not there in German. So these are bots, right? Like, this couldn't be a player match. Decker Adele lost to a pop singer. Demon Slayer 2. Wait, no, maybe these are players, though. I'm confused. Those actually kind of sound like player names. I'm so confused. Why would that one have been so much faster? Okay, I'm still gonna do the stupid auto purchase thing, but I'll try not to be as overly aggressive with this shit. Why was I getting stuck in place the one time over there? These are players. That makes no sense. Maybe because he's a higher rank, so wait. Oh, I'm even got the whole thing upside down. But no, it's like, what do you call it? Because he's like a higher rank, it sort of evens everything out so that it makes it, I don't know, it makes it more likely for me to find people, whereas if you're actually a new player, then it's impossible to. This is actually maybe the best thing to do as a new player in one of these games, is to play the duo lane, because the other person will literally carry you to some extent. And we don't know how good or seasoned these players really are, but presumably much better than me at least. Okay, so at least we get our desire. But I don't know why it was such a sporadic difference between the two things. I mean, you should only go for the final killing blow, which is kind of a dumb way of doing it, but... Or don't try to kill steal from the other clown. I'm just gonna kill steal every fucking one. Yeah, that's such a stupid thing that it encourages. Now, we shouldn't do this because... But see, he's doing it the right way. He's like pushing them back, but he's not really gonna go for the kill, or maybe he will. You get him low, and then you might have a chance to kill them later or something, but... Or even using AoEs is maybe bad etiquette because you might steal a kill from him. Fuck, I'm not even doing that. What an exciting thing, though, trying to just tap it at the last second to try to get the kill that way. Where's the other person, though? Why are they soloing this lane? That means some jungler is going to come out of the woodworks from behind here. Come on, why am I not getting any fucking killing blows? But see, now everything at least feels more meaningful because, okay, you're actually doing it against other players, even if we're getting a 2v1 matchup here, which makes no fucking sense, actually, why that's happening. Yeah, you shouldn't even bother trying to go for kills, dude. Because it's just like a waste of time at this point. But if we can get a little residual damage on the turret or something, that's fine. Or I end up wasting my abilities too much. My mana, basically. Yeah, I'm actually really bad at getting that last shot timing. You're using pings and everything. Look at this, dude. I mean, they're so low that you would almost think you can get something. Whether he's calling for the jungler to do that or something, I don't know. At least I'm not getting low on health like the other one, but again, somebody is just missing. I guess we could have gotten her. Fuck, I should have obviously helped with that better. Whatever, we can still bully the thing. She's gonna be so low. Wait, why is it hitting me if there's so many people there? Or I guess they're a little bit outside of the range of that. I'm obviously gonna get yanked or jungled or something here. But it just seems like a shame to leave this when you're by yourself here. But yeah, we got a 2v1. Oh my god. Just fucking destroy it before we are done with this. But I guess early game, you can't really think like that. Okay, what a surprise. Why is he even saying an ally when that's me? Yeah, no shit, an ally. Let's look at their stats. 0, 1, 0. 0, 2, 0. 0, 1, 0. 0, 0, 0. 1, 0, 0. And then we have... This starting point looks a lot slicker than the other one. And it's like, yeah, we're on the opposite side where I'm used to going the other way. Oh, now did they finally bring the... It's not even like we really got ganked either. It's just like they were missing a player the whole time. 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, 2, 0, 0.
The prime spirit has spawned.
They are doing a little better here, but not too big of a deal. Yeah, this guy's just gonna get pissed at me kill stealing everything, so he's being a little too aggressive though. Like, what do you expect to happen? You received a message from an ally team member, probably bitching at me over something, but I don't really care. Okay, it's fine. This is fine. We're just staying even as long as we don't keep feeding them too much. Which technically the other guy did it first, but he did it with the right reason because he got her to like literally 1 HP. And then... That's weird. Why didn't they go for me right there? Why is he being so overly aggressive though? Like, relax, dude. There's no reason to overdo it, dude. I don't have any ability points either, so I should just chill out myself. Yeah, I'm almost never getting the killing blow on these. That's such an annoying thing to have to worry about. Nothing I can even do about that. What the fuck? Or I did that the wrong way, actually. See, they should just go for it, and they get it too. Fuck. Okay, at least our whole team is doing bad, so you can't entirely blame me, but our team almost has like no kills at all total. It seems kind of like very predictable though sometimes what's happening. It's not as like herky-jerky as League or some games. Right, like you could obviously tell that was like almost a slow motion kill. You knew you were gonna die there. There was no surprise. We're still not in a terrible spot, but there's no reason to feed like this.
The Allied tower is under attack.
We do have our little R thing, which I often don't aim particularly well with it, but we had done so well. We had gotten them to at least retreat, and we were even pushing their tower back and everything, but I shouldn't use my abilities on these at all. I should just save it. You should use it to like push them back a little bit. Yeah, I wonder what the etiquette really is for like letting your ally here get a kill or something on the creeps and stuff. Yeah, that must be a general meta understanding. Don't try to use your abilities on the fucking thing.
Tower is under attack.
Go in there, get a little hit here and there.
Been defeated by an enemy.
Defeated the wind spirit. Okay, dude. Fuck. Get jungled, baited and outsmarted. Look, dude.
Portal has spawned in the battlefield.
That one was at least kind of hard to avoid, but the other two were at least very predictable. 4 to 8 now. Okay, it's still fine. We can play the long game. Like, we're not really losing the lane to the extent that,
Guardians underneath has
you know, they're not really destroying the tower. Although they've probably still done more damage to it than we have.
the Allied tower is under attack.
Ah, fuck, I keep missing it because or that's even a good reason to do the tabbing thing that I said where you don't hold it down. So somebody's hiding there, or at least they were.
The enemy tower is under attack.
Okay, dude, you think you're doing something? Relax. As long as we hold this shit down, it's fine. I don't know where the other person went. Gotta do that to push them back a little bit. They gotta stop giving them easy kills here, though. The fuck, man? Fuck. They can't even do anything. There's always 3 people on the fucking bottom. The jungler's just living there. Okay, now I'm legitimately feeding.
The Allied tower is under attack.
Okay, I'm not even gonna leave the fucking turret this time. But I barely even did. Like, come on. Or clearly it must be because I'm auto-purchasing shit.
The Allied tower is under attack.
Okay, this one's still fine. How much more can I fucking stay back, though? They aren't even, like, over-leveled, but somebody keeps fucking sneaking in here and getting us.
The enemy tower is under attack.
Like, I won't even fucking do anything, dude. Let them come to us and do it slow pace.
An ally has been slain.
There's 3 of us, but it's still not even going to matter. We're not going to do shit to them. I don't even care. I'm not even going to fucking bother. Or maybe you should, but...
Has been summoned by an ally.
Gotta play scared now. At least if we lose, shouldn't be the reason we lose, even though I have been doing pretty bad. You shouldn't try to go for kills when you're getting fucking farmed and ganked here.
The enemy inhibitor is under attack.
Yeah, see, they'll figure it out some other way. If we just maintain this lane somehow.
Leveled up. The skill can be enhanced.
Okay, just do that. Keep farming gold, whatever, so we can auto purchase shit that's probably suboptimal anyway. This way. I don't know, I'm kind of scared to poke out here though because these stupid clowns are gonna keep ganking me. I need to like use the wards or something a little bit. Watch, I'm gonna stay with this guy. So what is the deal? I'll only die if he dies, and they're obviously gonna gank the shit out of us. Or there's nobody even here though at all. I'm just kind of paranoid now. Let's just do as much shit as we can to this, and we should be able to get it out pretty easily. And then just as soon as it's gone, get the fuck out of there. Right, don't even attract their attention. Don't try to push it further because you know they're going to be on that. So we're losing on the kills though pretty badly. 5-12 there. What the fuck? We kind of did a little mind trick. We made them think we're so shitty there that... See, now you should kind of give up on that lane because... I don't know. You're gonna get killed in the middle by trying to push too hard. You made them think you're so shitty that they just give up on the lane and then, you know, whatever happens, happens. Yeah, you definitely shouldn't do this because you're gonna get killed. This is the #1 telltale sign because I have no escape plan here. So you shouldn't really push this, but somehow I'm still doing it. But despite destroying the turret, we haven't really gotten a kill yet. Enemy is gone this way. I'm doing exactly the thing I said I shouldn't do too. But maybe they'll let me get away with it. This is the whole beauty of it. Because I'm so shit. Oh, here we go. Fuck. Fuck. It's too predictable. I even said that too. 0-5, 0-3. See, like, nobody is doing that great anyway, but I'm especially doing that. I'll just go somewhere else and fuck the bottom lane. I always say like the right thing to do, but then I just do the wrong thing anyway. I can use the excuse that, oh, haha, I'm a new player, even though I'm doing things that are obviously stupid anyway. So I'll just help out with some other lane, I guess. Why did everybody just leave the fucking bottom, though? They left the bottom and even let us take the base. They left the bottom and then they let us destroy the tower, and it was fine. Like, what the fuck? Like, we destroyed a tower before anybody else, so what the fuck? Again, even if it's because of the mind trick basis of like, oh, haha, trying to... At least if there's somebody here, I don't feel as bad, so we'll get ganked together even if we get ganked, but... I don't want to push this any further though. Fuck this lane. I'll kind of jungle myself or do something. I don't know. Anytime I try to push too far out there, you are just gonna get killed. Push some other tower or do something. Watch out, watch out. You kind of bait them in a little bit here, I guess. Somebody's like a little bit over level there. Everybody's just going top. I don't know what's going on. At least we did one good thing by destroying a tower. I don't know what all these objectives are, or what they're worth doing, or when you'd be strong enough to do them. So fucking dumb, dude. I can't do anything. Come on, let's just get out of there. I'll take some route that nobody's ever seen before because they would never know.
An ally has slain an enemy.
10 to 14. Holy shit, dude. Okay, buy the little shit. Auto purchase. Why did that one ramp on the side here go away? Okay, 10 to 14. If I just don't keep dying, we are in a good spot. Watcher's Eye. Let's just make sure the bottom... See, he's holding that down pretty well on the top. Right, like the top is... Or, I mean, whatever that is. That's we defeated the Prime Guardian. Fine.
Has been defeated by an enemy.
You guys shouldn't go too far out, but I also don't exactly know what to do either. Because they're pushing these lanes pretty well, so now I'm just fucking scared.
Is under attack.
Yeah, that's good. Let's just stay with somebody. Watch out. Like, everybody is here, though, so, like, what is the thing? I should just be killing creeps trying to level up, but... Whatever, dude. It's hard to even do anything now because you can't farm shit out if they... Everybody should just stay together. Okay, we're not in a terrible tie here, but just gotta back off. Pull this shit down. Oh my god, oh my god. You can't fucking do anything, dude. Okay, this still has an okay amount of health. Assemble doesn't seem like a very good idea. Okay, at least this feels more like a real match. Fucking roots and stuff are so annoying. Fuck, man. I'm not even trying to do anything and I'm just getting killed. You take like one step out of the fucking tower and you're just done. It's not like our team was doing that great anyway, so I won't entirely take the blame. But my line is obviously the worst. But I did help to destroy the tower, so we were somehow doing something there. That counts for something. But I don't even think I still got credit for it, like the actual kill. The other person did, but...
The allied tower.
Take the base.
The prime spirit has been defeated.
Enemy team, okay. Yeah, I hate that. You just get CC'd and just get killed in like 0.5 seconds, so there's nothing you can even do. Like, how much further back do you want me to be? I'm on the fucking tower the whole time. And this is almost what you should do just to try to level up. Right, but then you can't even get the creeps up here. Like, let them push a little bit. I'm too scared to even try to fucking do anything. Every time I go in and try to do something. Okay, that's good. Back off. I'm still not going to do anything. Prime Guardian has appeared. Did I at least get a fucking assist from that or something? I did. There we go. See, we would go up a few inches and just get fucking killed like every other time.
The enemy inhibitor is under attack.
At least if I'm around these other people, I can blame them if I die, or we'll die together. Yeah, look at them spamming pings. They're probably spamming in chat how shitty everybody's doing. So this is okay. See, how did we do so bad in that lane? I guess we were doing so bad that they gave up on it. But it's kind of weird because we did badly in that lane. They were killing us and we didn't get any kills. But yet we were able to basically destroy the tower when nobody else was. It's such a weird thing. Okay, 11 to 17, and of course, of my team's death, I have like a third, which is pretty bad. Or again, a lot of these deaths are not even serving a purpose, too. You're kind of just doing it. You're not getting a kill, or you're not really doing anything. Even when we destroyed the tower, we didn't really die. Let's see what they're doing. What do you do at this stage in the game when you're kind of losing and you don't really want to go too much farther? Or we're going to try to gank this clown from behind. That's always a good idea. Right, because you have good visibility. So you should be able to get him easy. So everybody just becomes a jungler. How? Come on, you're trying to tell me nobody can fucking kill this guy? Okay, we obviously should get an assist for that. You gotta just kind of slow pace him at some point. Just do this, keep trying to kill people here. I'll just keep following everybody. Racking up assists at least. 12 assists negates 12 deaths, the way that you want a 1-to-1 KD ratio, but you also want a 0.5 assist ratio, I guess. It's not the end of the world, but you gotta play it carefully. But I love that. Like, I'm standing on the tower and I'm using my evasive ability, but I'm still getting rooted and killed, like, in place. So at some point it just becomes kind of stupid. Now everybody's kind of going north, which seems like a questionable thing that you shouldn't even do. Right, like nothing good is going to happen there. You literally cannot even stand there. Like, what a dumb shit thing. But yeah, I don't even see where you get to change some of the abilities and stuff at the beginning, like some of those base abilities. Okay, we're pretty much fucked there. Okay, so now there's no tower to protect us. Getting them kind of low, but we can't really do anything with it. You probably should just get out of there. There's nothing that's going to happen. Just go back to the next tower. Could just go on for a very long period of time, but this is at least a slightly more intense game or something. Okay, that's good. Maybe we should just go back because whatever. What is everybody's level? You got a level. Oh, you can't even see it there, can you? Okay, this is still winnable. 16 to 19. If I just don't keep dying, we'll be fine. Get carried by these people. I wonder how many of these people are actually playing like their first game or one of their first games. You got to just stay with the group. Come on. How you not finish that guy? Fuck. You shouldn't really chase, just go back. I'm not very good at hitting without ult of all things either. Okay, we caught up. All thanks to my 3 assists, 1, 5, and 2, 7, 3, and 4, 9, 2, and 1. Yeah, see, some of those players are good. You got to recognize, at least when you're doing badly, you should not keep feeding, which, to be fair, I wasn't really trying to go for kills or anything either, but... Okay, that's fine. So she's saying to assemble down here. Kind of using these pings a little bit too much, or I should be killing the stuff in the jungle too, but We'll just try to take these out, which I always miss the killing blow on them anyway. You get to a point where you're so strong that you just get that all the time no matter what. It's like a lot easier to get the creep kills early game, despite how much more experience you need later, just because you're kind of less afraid of always getting destroyed. It's just like you get so far behind sometimes that you're just kind of screwed.
Spirit has been defeated by an ally.
Okay, this is fine. Nobody's really pushing the middle. Yeah, when you push too aggressively, that's the worst kind of thing. You destroy the tower and then you try to push. Enemy is gone, so they're gonna be here, I guess. But we're going right after it too. There's like 3 people here. You would think you should at least be safe. 3 people here. Just see what the fuck these people are doing. There's gonna be too much shit going on here. Never want to be wide out in the open like this because there's no tower even behind you. Holy shit, dude. That was kind of a successful bait at least, though. Fuck. I can't even get like a single killing blow either.
Unstoppable.
What is their team? 10, 5, 1, 5, 1, 8, 1, 6, 9, 1, 6, 0.
An ally has slain an enemy.
Okay, we still are doing fine.
Going
2 towers, 2 towers. Holy shit, dude. Prime Spirit. But see, yeah, this is where it's kind of hard to judge because are these players actually good or not? Because
enemy inhibitor is under attack.
you wouldn't get like a variety of matchmaking. You would just get whatever fucking matchmaking is available because that's just how it works at this stage. I don't know why I felt like that way with Dota because Dota had been out for a long time and it wasn't like dead or anything. Okay, let's just try to stick to them as much as we can. Yeah, like when all I try to do is use like an evasive ability, you still get fucking destroyed. Alright, just get the fuck out of there. I don't know how sometimes they don't even pursue me. Or maybe they can't go through those things on the other way. Enemy is gone. Surrender vote. Oh, they're already having that. No, I'm not going to surrender because this is the only game you're ever going to get to play in your whole fucking life. Did you see how long we waited to find a fucking match? Okay, fine, dude. At least I'm on the tower. Like, when most of your deaths come on a tower, then at least that you can't feel is too bad. Like, you're at least not trying to do anything. It's not like you're fiending for kills or anything. Surrender vote did not pass. Yeah, let's just see this one out to its conclusion. The one and only game that we'll ever get to see. But it would be interesting to see, like, or you gotta like stay with the same lobby or something every time, which of course they wouldn't want to stay with the losing team anyway, but oh shit, look at that. Yeah, 0, 8, and 4. I couldn't seem to get a killing blow to save my life either.
Has slain an enemy.
Moving. Like, why would we even bother trying to push anything? We did get the first tower kill of the game, so that means something. Like, we can't do anything, though. Like, we go in there for a second, we just get destroyed. Whether it's because you, like, this is all we got a chance of doing. Use my mobility all defensively and shit, too, but you just can't seem to do anything. That chick's only level 13 there. Like, I can't do anything with those fucking things, man. How the fuck did that guy not die? Lost to Adele. Lost to a pop singer, haha. Fuck.
The prime spirit has spawned.
But as usual, I'm the god level tower buster. We still got half the tower kills. I love how that happens though. Yeah, they either will just ignore a lane or you just kind of stay on it. Didn't really help in this context, but still, I would always do that in League. We could be losing the game, but I'll bust like a whole lane of towers while nobody's paying attention. Which is arguably like a jungler's job, but I would still do that sometimes. 1, 5, and 9. Like, I obviously do have the worst stat line too, but it's not that much worse, I guess. This at least gives you room to farm the fucking creeps out. And sort of power level back up and try to catch up. Yeah, the one ability I should do the most is E, because that's the main thing I'm using, is just mobility to try to get away. But that's what it is, just crowd control, root. Can't do anything, you just die, like fuck.
Ready to ventilate.
Yeah, watch out, the whole fucking map. Like, what are we supposed to do here, dude? There's nothing we can fucking do, man. How did I manage not to take a ton of damage or anything there? Yeah, look at that. They must be scared of me. Fuck. Use the stupid R thing, I guess. That can be kind of room for a comeback if you do that. Kind of let them push too aggressively, but or now you should just always push hard on the other side, because it's like it's your only chance that you're gonna get when they're dead and respawning. But I feel like that's not actually going to happen, right? Like, this would be your one and only chance, but it's just not going to happen. Or some people are still already here. We're obviously gonna fucking die. Or look at the disparity there too. Like level 18 versus what we're doing here. You got to at least destroy this tower in this time, which we did. I mean, you should almost just go for it, but it's just not going to happen.
The enemy inhibitor destroyed.
Just get the fuck out of there. And that's at least a good attempt for a push. So you got to let them try to push again, and then when they fail, you kill all of them, and then you fucking do it, because their respawns are going to be so slow that they are going to. You got to always just hug up on people.
The ally inhibitor has respawned.
Yeah, that's good, I guess. There's nothing I can do. I can't survive any of this shit, so I'll just hang out in base for now. Look at this. We still have a chance. Epic match. These people were trying to surrender, too. We got a level 17 here to carry us, but let's see what happens. They're kind of scared when we're in a group that we still managed to do something there, but... it's the fact that I'm under-leveled. But see, the token of being under-leveled was related to the fact of giving everybody a... giving everybody's, what do you call it? Like, everybody the jungle shit. I let them have the jungle precedent. Oh shit, here we go. Maybe it doesn't seem like the best idea to even do this, but... oh shit, look at this cocky fucker coming in here. Yeah, that was kind of weird. They didn't really push it Nobody really died though, at least.
Under attack.
Enemy core is under attack, so maybe you could. But everybody's still alive, so if you try to do anything, you'll get destroyed. Oh shit! Imagine if we actually win our first game,
Is under attack.
our first real like official game. I don't know why everybody's back here though. Like, should we go for it or not? I guess I'm just too weak to even go for it.
Ally has been slain.
Derping around in the
Core
grass.
is under attack.
I mean, we could have probably just rushed it there, but I don't feel confident enough to do it. Retreat. Like you gotta have the confidence there as a team to just go for it. Yeah, she just use the pings or mute the fucking pings. Watcher's Eye here. We could have totally done it there too, I bet. If the whole team had just gone to their base, we could have done it. Now they're gonna come in again, and then we're gonna have to fucking... Prime Surge is approaching. Watcher's Eye is here.
Spirit Sinner has spawned.
You would think they would just go for the fucking base now. I'm gonna be our lone defender. Like, where did everybody even go? Oh, they're fighting like on the bottom here somewhere. Okay, nothing really crazy is happening. Only I could like farm creep kills in the meantime. Okay, come on, come on.
Has been slain.
Enemy is gone. Watch out.
Inhibitor is respawning soon.
Yeah, we totally had the window there, but enemy is gone. I don't know what the fuck is going on now.
The ruler of Spirit Sinner has been
Yeah, there's somebody
defeated by
here.
an enemy.
You gotta just kind of kill steal from these people. Whatever, it's kind of a waste of it, but when else am I gonna use it?
Has slain an
Somebody here, I should still get an assist for that. 9 assists equal 1-to-1 assist death ratio. Ha ha ha. That's better than a 1-to-1. Well, you should even have like a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1 KD ratio. Is the real way to measure it. Yeah, just play defensively. This is my specialty. Play like a pussy. But yeah, a lot of these people are already level 18. In fact, almost everybody might be.
under attack.
This is probably still the right thing to do though, because
Has respawned.
you're not really going to be able to do too much here. Like, I'm still fucking level 14. I should have taken advantage of the jungle stuff a little more though, just because
Under attack.
that's the best you're really going to get here. $36, like,
Ally has
oh
slain
shit.
an enemy.
No shame in getting carried here, but I still doubt we're actually going to win. Seems kind of crazy.
Ready to ventilate.
Need assistance. I'm just too low of a level to really do anything, though. That's the thing.
The enemy inhibitor.
If even the level 18 is running away, like, what do you expect to happen?
I must rest for a bit.
Level fucking 14.
The enemy inhibitor destroyed.
I mean, they're somehow doing it.
An ally has slain an enemy.
Alright, 2 enemies are dead, so now we should just be able to rush the fucking thing and do it. But I somehow doubt that's actually going to happen.
The inhibitor is under attack.
She's just dead.
An ally has been slain.
Just follow this chick and see what she's doing.
Shall burn.
The enemy inhibitor
Demon Slayer.
is under attack.
Oh, you gotta sneak their base and just finish it off.
There we are.
Come on, we should all just fucking stack up on each other, but then they're gonna sneak behind and kill our base. Somehow we got theirs lower than ours. Didn't even see what the fuck happened there. Or maybe that's what makes the difference. Killing the fucking little worm thing in League or whatever, those big raid event bosses that happen. Right, that ends up giving you some crazy buff, and that ends up being the difference maker. So whether you're winning, you take advantage of that, or you're losing and it helps you come back. Yeah, we die and we get a couple levels from it. That's the way to catch up. We probably should just lose now, but somehow our base is staying intact.
The enemy inhibitor.
You would think, like, look, you gotta wait 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 40 seconds, 60 seconds. How could you not lose in this span of time? Right, you must lose. All they have to do is zerg the base, but I guess by the time they get there, maybe you'd be fine. This is hilarious. How the fuck do you not finish off our base? 91%. Like, yeah, that should be it. Like, by the time we respawn, they penta killed us, team killed us. That was pretty crazy. Like, how it even lasted that long. Yeah, look, they're scared of me. I'll hold it down myself. There's nothing I can do with that. Yeah, look at that. They're scared of me. Fuck. Why won't they just go for it, though? Like, for what? They had the window. There was nobody but me clowning up myself. What the fuck? They could have easily gone for it. There's nobody here. They were still taking time to respawn. Level fucking 15 clown over here. But yeah, I like that as a sort of reverse psychology effect too. You let them destroy the inhibitor so they get their super minions, so you kill them so their super minions give you more gold, or they let the wave get pushed further, whereas normally you're too afraid to push ahead to try to do that, right? You don't want to push towards their base in that direction and get yourself killed by the jungler or something, right, later on. And so what ends up happening is what ends up happening is you let them push and you want them to push, so you have more stuff to kill and more stuff to farm gold from. So therefore you feel like, you know, it lets it actually push back at everything. How the fuck is it not over though? This is crazy. Be the biggest, most legendary comeback ever, or they're just kind of trolling on purpose because they feel like, oh, this is the only match we're gonna find, so we better make it count.
The enemy inhibitor is respawning soon.
Holy shit, this is just go on forever. Yeah, this is the best strategy for me. Just fucking hang around in the base and eventually, but there's no limit to like how much strong. It's like, oh, I'll get to level 18 too eventually, but their item builds and everything is going to be way above mine, or at least what we're able to do. Like, fuck.
The enemy rules the battlefield. An ally has been slain.
Fuck. Fuck am I even doing? This is a high level gameplay. You saw it here. Like, obviously retreat. There's nothing to do, man. Take the base, take the base. There's only one of us alive. But no, it's like sometimes you want them to bring it to you.
The enemy inhibitor has respawned.
You want them to push a little bit so you have minions and stuff to kill, potentially. Trying to play it super safe, super careful. They're probably raging in the chat, but I don't really even care about that either. We do have the R thing. Yeah, I should be on like more so creep duty. It's amazing that it's taking me even this long to get to level 18. I guess I just should have jungled harder or something. You gotta have the E ready defensively. Holy shit. Okay, I should probably use the R there, but maybe not. I'm probably out of range for most of what I'm doing, but whatever connects, it's fine. I'll just be on fucking creep duty over here. We'll eventually get to level, whatever, 18.
The ally inhibitor.
Let's just go here. It's unbelievable that this is even going on for this long.
The ally inhibitor is
It really feels like they could have easily destroyed our base. I don't know what they were doing. Like 4 of us were dead, and they were right here, and they chose not to go in like that. That's good. Prime Guardian is approaching. Let's see where everybody is. They're going back. We can maybe just kill a couple creeps over here. But yeah, see, it's good that they're pushing us here. That way we don't have to go out too far to try to kill them ourselves. And it becomes kind of a... You can see on the ground how far auto attacks are reaching. Yeah, that little thing does help it, but I'm sort of just being such a pussy that I don't want to even try to go close to anybody right now. Okay, so let's see if... Man, this is going on a lot longer than I would have expected.
The Prime Guardian has
This way. This is good. It'd be pretty epic of a comeback, or even if it's not a comeback, it's still a pretty epic game. Somebody over there. Okay, everybody over there, so don't even fucking do it. I don't feel like this is the time really to do this. You're not going to win this fight, I don't think. Let the level 18s lead. Enemy is gone. I'm just afraid of them sneaking in our base more than anything.
an ally.
Yeah, see, it doesn't really seem like it's worth it to do anything there.
The ruler of Spirit Sinner has spawned.
Holy shit, dude. They're going to do
The inhibitor.
every objective under the sun, or somebody's going to sneak in there. There's no point in me trying to do anything because I'm just too weak now and under leveled and everything. I should try to play defense because they always seem scared of me somehow because I could be the only one here and they still won't come and take it. All it would take is one dude to come in here like they're about to do.
Allies inhibitor is under attack.
There's nothing I can even do with that either.
Guardian has been defeated by the enemy. The ally inhibitor destroyed. Has been slain.
Oh shit, here they come, here they come.
Inhibitor
I mean, there's nothing I can really do about that.
an ally has been slain.
Maybe somehow... Why would you surrender though? Let it actually play out.
We'll blind you.
Fuck. 44-51. Yeah, somebody maybe just had to rush it in some ambitious way. Right, and just somehow they could have done it. They actually got it lower than ours though. Like it was at 60% maybe for a long time. And then ours was at like 90%. So somehow that was actually pretty crazy how it lasted that long, and it's still not... Oh, now it's over. Okay, so at least we get to see what that's like. I was probably the worst person statistically. Good game. But yeah, that was at least a good authentic matchup. So I wonder why that was so easy to see. Xena with the little fucking... I don't know why her name's written like that. Damocles. Assistant, most assists, Warmonger. It should show you the worst player too. MVP for the other team. Exploration pass, something, something. Yeah, let's actually look at the stats in detail now. 24, 8, 4. 14, 10, 12, 4, 12, 12. See, how did I still not get a killing blow? That's almost impressive. 2, 10, 13. You almost have to be trying to do that. I still did 9 assists. Let's look at kills. That's some other in-deep stats here. 0. Damage dealt 65,000. Holy shit, dude. Even the healers and other roles are probably going to be out doing that. But a lot of it, I wasn't really doing anything to monsters. Or does that not count for minions? How could it only be 500 then? Yeah, but like structure damage got to be good because yeah, look at that. Look at that. I did 961 structure damage, which is more than like a lot of other people, aside from really the top ones. But like we did get to do the close game and uninstall. There are many causes to defeat. Don't be discouraged. Yeah, at least like how that dragged out for a pretty long amount of time. April 22nd. Okay, see you tomorrow.